ban on the Kazakhs, I won't be surprised if we will be seeing it in 7 games.
I mean, these junglers as well are able to adapt accordingly depending on the champions that are taken away from them. We see Do and Joshi liking the Xin Zhao as well, and it has really good impact into their games, especially in crucial matches. During this playoffs. Jax, definitely an important ban at the very least here by Enigma Galaxy. Ratel has incredible success over the past few games that they had on this champion. Given the first core key pick, naturally we are going to be expecting possibly a Varus or a Jhin matchup here for Luna.
It really depends as to what Enigma Galaxy. Wait, it's allowed. We did not have prior information. Yeah, well, we were definitely not ready, and our audience will be as surprised as we are that Ornn gets locked in.
Yeah,
it's the first time that we will be able to cast this big giant from Freylord. And this will be very interesting as to how they will be using Ornn, because this is a champion with a very unique passive in where you can buy items even if you are not inside your base. And this is a perfect champion for Hyde, if you are to ask me, because Ornn is that champion that you can play on the weak side, will just be able to put the lane on a static mode, and will be able to buy enough items just to make sure that if there will ever be a dive, he will have enough resistances and HP.
Oh my god, what a good day, Oculus. What a good day to watch Wild Rift, to cast this upper bracket finals right now. KT.RY with this composition right now to try and resist the forces here of Enigma Galaxy with the first pick Ornn as well. They utilize securing the Renekton as well to amplify their aggressive playstyle, especially that this champion can be used in the mid lane, because Aaron has really good mechanics to utilize this champion as well. And secure the Varus for Demon Kite is absolutely godlike here to secure so much crowd control for the team fights.
I'm really liking the draft of NGX right now. It's open for flexibilities, as you said, because now if you have the Renekton that can be flexed into the mid lane, it can just be there to answer a mid laner that can also be needy from the side of WRL. Bans are coming out from WRL, and they just want to target down Just Chi. But if there is anything that we know, Giang, Just Chi is that player that you can no longer ban out. Previously, maybe, right, BRU's answer to Just Chi's stellar play is to really just ban him out. But he has proven that he, at the end of the day, after winning against BRU, the arch nemesis, after that 7 games, he can play almost anything.
Oh yeah, this guy is just an absolute beast on any champion. Speaking of beast right now, they're not holding back. Enigma Galaxy is banking on aggression, push, engage, locking the Ole right now, possibly for Just Chi here to just fully utilize it. And I think that this is a champion that has been toned down a little bit in patch 4.8. They're not hesitating at all. They want to land the first blow here against KT.RY.
Tone down or not, that is still a champion that you wouldn't want to face against, especially if ahead, right? Like, Yone is that one champion that is a combination of being able to deal AP and AD damage, and also can be the one to play make or engage with his Fate Sealed. But this is a very good champion selection for WRL in going for the set, but they are going for the curveball. Enigma Galaxy goes for the Kai'Sa, so there will be 2 marksmen for Enigma Galaxy, and this is kind of surprising to me if you are to ask me. But Aaron, again, all he has to do is to most likely build AP. I know that you're not a fan of AP Kai'Sa, but in this particular draft, I'm seeing it, just having the unlimited pokes from the Kai'Sa would do wonders for NGX's squad.
Actually, I'm a fan of the AP Kai'Sa, especially with the massive burst on the Void Seeker. But this Ornn into the support role is something that I have been looking forward for so long. This is a little popular way back on the League of Legends PC because you have Supreme Engage, and also you can just win against any crowd control based champions and against against engaged champions as well. And right now, with the passive as well, I mean, you will be able to give molten items towards Nigma Galaxy. It's just supreme late game condition.
Yeah, well, it's kind of different here in Wild Rift. Basically, here in Wild Rift, the upgraded passive of Ornn is that he will allow his teammates to buy whatever items, even outside the base. I believe like he will be able to give it a certain level. I'm not 100% sure which levels, but there's like 3 stacks that he can give out to his partner if he ever builds an item close to that champion. Then he will be able to give his his own version of passive to that particular player. And so yeah, this wait, hang on. I'm just going to nerd out on this Ornn pickup because this is basically a champion that I've faced against numerous times now. But KT.RY, again, with their identity of just pushing on the tempo and being able to be the first to invade, and looks like that Just will have to surrender this red buff. But draw is here. There could be a very early skirmish right now, 4v3.
They want to contest this. They need to be very careful though, because Mel still is a set that if you deal damage onto him, you can just return it massively with Haymaker. Aaron's taking too much damage here from Luna and has to respect him right now. Dawes remaining in this red buff spot might actually attempt to steal it out.
Yeah, this is classic KT.RY. They won't be able to steal the red buff, and so Just She does have the advantage. Daw has to be careful. This knockup is going to... Oh my god.
Oh my... The damage is huge. They need to back away. Daw will just sacrifice his life for it. Overextends and was punished.
Yeah, okay. One thing that is really OP in Ornn's current state right now is his crowd control. This knockup lasts like 10 years, and to be honest with you, it's one of those, knockups that when it hits you, it can just put you to sleep.
Oh man, and they're putting them to sleep right now. Nomel has to flash away just to be able to stay back from harm's way.
Yeah.
I mean, Ornn, 3 crowd control, especially the breath is massive. The knockup from the charge is massive, and come level 5,
oh man,
needing to avoid everything. Oh man, he's just absolutely interrupting any sort of scaling here from KT.
Yeah, like he's just making sure that Just She will have a very good early game. Outside the fact that they were able to secure the first blood, Just She being given space will be, of course, their late game win condition. And as I did say, right, this Ornn doesn't even have to go home because he can buy items and refill his whatever he needs to do in his inventory every single time just because of his passive. The only caveat that I'm seeing in Draw's playstyle right now is that he's not maximizing his Relic Shield procs or passive, because as you can see, there's like, the Relic Shield just circling him at 3 marks already, but that's a small price to pay with the overall lead that NGX was able to get with his Ornn pickup. All you had to do if you're KT.RY is to just be mindful of the knockups coming from the Ornn, because they are definitely the reason why NGX is ahead right now.
I mean, even the Aatrox here though is gonna have a hard time on team fights. Yeah, you have sustain. Yes, Aatrox is really good when against low damage or highly tanky champions, because you can just make them like your sustain source. But the Ornn is just a different champion. This guy is insane in terms of damage as well, because your breath deals damage, your molten deals damage, and also the Call of the Forge Yards is a way to just layer the CC so that the Aatrox can be put in sleep all the time on the team fights. Nigma Galaxy definitely right now has one of the best draft that we have seen. As of the moment, KT.RY has to step up.
It is very kiteable though, right? Well, we know that Marnes doesn't really have the best mobility. He's one of the best tanks that we have in the game. However, as a support, you won't really have access to all those tanky items. So there is still an avenue for KT.RY to punish this Marne. But as a set, is it really going to be a good decision to throw the Ornn beside or onto your team? I just don't think so, right? Especially knowing that he can engage from a mile away. Looking at Just She, he can engage from 1 mobile screen away. Same can be said in this Ornn. So this pickup by NGX looks like that they are very well practiced with this Ornn. And KT.RY does have some answer on the bot side though.
Yeah, they want to dive. Though is taking too much damage from the tower. Has to disengage. Aaron's gonna be safe for the meantime. And yeah, they can just. Enigma Galaxy has a lot of ways to hit from one mobile phone away. The killer instinct,
sure.
the ulti here of Joshi as well into the Call of the Forge God.
Yeah.
KT.RY has to check all the places, and Numel has a big responsibility to use his ultimate onto draw later on to push him back towards Enigma Galaxy and maybe utilize him as the damage source for his showstopper later on. But right now on objectives, they cannot contest.
Yeah, well, the priority will definitely be on the side of NGX, not to mention that they were able to win the early game so hard. Even with the package, I don't think Luna is in a perfect position to contest this one out. Infernal Dragon goes over to NGX. And more importantly, if you are KT.RY, you want that to happen. No steal to be had for Hyde. But that was so close. Good job to Hyde.
Yeah. Good attempt. Could have been gone the other way. Could have been Enigma Galaxy's RH as well, but the pressure is really stepping towards KT.RY right now. They're down 1,700 gold. Well, they can easily come back on it with the RH spawn into the mid lane, possibly a tower takedown later on as well, but they need to defend their bottom lane and top lane because Enigma Galaxy is not stopping their aggressive playstyle. Haku as well on this Lux is interesting because you have the Lux with as a big damage source.
Yeah.
But if you miss your shots later on, if you get caught by anyone from Enigma Galaxy, you're gonna be rendered useless.
I mean, if Ornn is the one to accept the light binding, he will just be all smiles, right? Like at the end of the day, Ornn is still very tanky, and believe it or not, it is just so hard to find a perfect position to summon this Rift Herald. Yeah, there you go. KT.RY has decided that the only tower that they can attack is the one here in the bot lane. They will be pushing through and forcing the issue here in the bot lane, but NGX is here to respond.
Yeah, they want to fight. They want to take them down. It's Shelly unsuccessful in taking this first tower. So at most they got into plates. Maybe they can sneak their way to securing this tower later on as the rest of Enigma Galaxy are going back to their lanes. But KT.RY.
Numel with the proto belt.
Yeah, showstopper here into the face breaker. Aaron needs to disengage. Killer Instinct to try and get out of harm's way. But Numel is chasing him down. That's going to be the kill here for KT.RY. The Ornn as well is in trouble. Double kill for Luna as Ratel lands the sword here in the mid lane. Suddenly, they secure a tower and 3 kills.
KT.RY is just a beast in this game right now. Haku will have enough shields. Yeah, he does have enough shields. Like the prismatic barrier is just so OP right now. NGX had the biggest blunder in the mid lane because that should not happen. There was a dive happening here in the bot lane. Haku with a very well placed flash light binding was able to catch Demon Kite, and there you go, right? The biggest concern I have in that particular skirmish is not the bot lane because KT.RY again showed a lot of patience in the bot lanes by making sure that they camp here in this bush. But more importantly, Demon Kite had no business in being that overextended, and KT.RY was there to punish.
Had no reason to stay there, but now Enigma Galaxy is trying to enter back here against Ratel. No escape tools this time around, no damage injustice as well. Light minding? Okay. No final spark damage here on to draw. Still, Enigma Galaxy securing a tower as KT.RY tries to answer back in top lane. It's going to be an equal exchange, but mid lane might be something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hyde is wanting to engage onto them.
NGX's Aaron is also stacking on the AP items as we predicted, right? Like they need some AP damage source in their lineup right now. 2 towers for 2 as well. We look into the top side and KT.RY was able to destroy the tower on the top side. And again, entering in the next objective team fight. Wait, Numel? Wow.
Incredible setup. No escape anymore here for Demon Kite. This time it doesn't have flash as well, but he comes sealed. Suddenly Haku's dead. 1 for 1.
Yeah. The 1 for 1 is definitely a necessity for NGX to stop the rampage of KT.RY. Numel is still very respectable in his playmaking skills on the set, right? If it's not the Alistar, it's always the set that I'm very mindful of. Numel's champion pool has expanded for sure, but his set is definitely one of the scariest set support that we have here in the tournament. We look into that replay and you look at how crisp and clean his movements are. Proto belts in, and it's just a good night to Demon Kite.
perfect setup because the minions also allowed him to get that stun off. But Haku though, getting traded out is really good here for Justy. At least get that 1-for-1. Prepare now for the Dragon. Enigma Galaxy, when they're grouped up, they're at their best form as well. KT.RY needs to set up maybe a Death Brush through Haku. Maybe try to repeat what happened into the mid lane this time against Demon Kite again so that they can not have that chain of corruption.
Package is available, but so is Call of the Forge God, and so this is going to be the first 5v5 in where we will be seeing as to how big the impact of Ornn's ult is. Currently at level 10.
Oh man.
And this is just going to be very exciting. Rattel is here, so this is going to be a 5v5 for sure.
I love to see the Call of the Forge God here for draw. Looks like they are.
There you go.
Here it comes. Who is gonna get hit? It's gonna be a 3-man knockup as Hyde looks to go into the back line with Joshi. Dragon gonna be secured here by Enigma Galaxy for sure, but the double kill by Hyde is just massive right now. KT.RY, they're losing a lot of members. Doc cannot do anything right now in this team fight. It's too much damage. Luna's what took a shot there from Demon Kite.
It's an
That's
ace.
gonna be the ace plus a Dragon. Enigma Galaxy is just crisp on that team fight.
Plus this tower in the mid lane, NGX was able to find a decisive team fight in the series opener, game number 1. So exciting with this Ornn pickup, and his impact was definitely felt. Call of the Forge God hitting 3 members, Hyde being there to clean things, Haku being dead immediately with this very good dive coming from Hyde. We'll look into that replay once again. Haku had no chance, right? He was not even able to land his ultimate or whatever, right? He was just not able to play the game. Same can be said for DOS Aatrox, and this is the worry that we have with Aatrox. Not only that he get counter-picked by Just Cheese Yone, it's also just easy to kite out the Aatrox right now with the level of familiarity that all these pro teams have against this champion. I just don't see it, as a second pick worthy or as a champion that is definitely needs to be contested at this point.
And this is why we love the creativity of the Galaxy, right? Because they can just use almost any champion and make it work right now as they try to engage here against KT.RY. It's just so low. They have to disengage. Give respect to Enigma Galaxy because they're down 5,000 right now. Maybe if they can try to take this mid lane, they can try to work their way towards top side security. But so far, from all of the fights, whenever you see Enigma Galaxy grouped up, you should just disengage. You have no business with them anymore when they are grouped up.
This Ornn pickup has just completed the Exodia that is needed here by NGX. Lots of pokes, and now just she's Haku's dead!
After that.
No, not
good
yet.
Counter though by Rattel.
Alright.
The silence into the Demass Injustice prevented all of that.
And so now Nomel is here to punish. Can he do another very good engage? He will hold back, at least for now, because there's no one to follow up unless Demon Kite shows his vulnerability. So is Aaron. They are both very squishy, and KT.RY is deciding to just flip the Baron. This is going to be very scary for both squads.
Yeah, very ambitious take as well by KT.RY, but they are going to be trying.
Here comes Hyde.
Baron is taking so much damage right now. Out of the Forge God.
He missed.
Missed the bump there towards KT.RY. Now they have no crowd control as much. The Hyde is taking too much damage. Aaron is trying to do a lot here. But the melting strike from the Haymaker is just massive. The banner helping them as well with the damage. As they lose 2 members, might actually be 3 right now. As Haku takes 2, Rattel is patiently waiting for Justy. He wants to land that sword. Silence into the mass and strike. Enigma Galaxy got caught.
KT.RY is still a beast in this game and was able to win that skirmish, and now is in prime position to secure this Baron. Never mind the Call of the Forge God if it doesn't hit the members, and immediately KT.RY just goes for broke and was able to deny NGX the sweet advantage that they worked for in 13 minutes in a snap. The goal lead is now 0.
From 5,000 to negligible, and it all started here.
There's Call of the Forge God play coming from draw. Wide left, wide right. You can say that much. And Hyde immediately got engaged on and was separated from the team fight. Nomel being the one to start everything. And this Haymaker, again, what beauty. Hitting 4 members. That's true damage to 4 squishy members of NGX. And now KT.RY. It's all just methodical at this point. Rattel, like an assassin. A Garen that
I
is
can't
inside
really-
the bush and is
Yeah.
pretending to be an assassin, pretending to be a Kha'Zix, was the final nail in the coffin of NGX.
And now they're knocking on to the base here of Nigma Galaxy after taking the mid inner turret, taking the bottom inner turret as well, taking more gold here against Nigma Galaxy and slowly knocking on the base as well. The disadvantage of Nigma Galaxy as well is that they don't have that much wave clear. They have to be close towards the minions so that they can clear it. And that's the luxury that KT.RY also has.
But right now, the more important objective is the third dragon. We all know the third dragon win condition is ever much present for any team. If I'm NGX, I won't force this, but they look like that they want to fight.
Yeah, it's only Haku that got hit by the Call of the Force God, though. Hyde's gonna pop the Dominus. They want to contest, they want to engage, but that
Okay.
is just holding the fort here in
Oh
the fight.
my,
But again, the
Numel.
showstopper into the Haymaker, and one is down already here on the Enigma Galaxy. Aaron as well is running for the high hills. They are successful in taking the dragon, but at what cost? Luna is hunting him down now. Well able to hit one as Aaron gets blasted off.
Just with the heroic play, being able to steal the dragon. That's 3 dragons for NGX. If they can weather the storm, scaling is definitely on their side. 2 marksmen with 3 dragon stacks. If KT.RY won't be able to finish this game right here, right now, they are definitely on the back foot. And so now KT.RY just wants to finish here in the bot lane.
Yeah, 25 seconds before Aaron spawns up. Draw is trying to do a really good job holding the door.
What a fate
And
sealed.
now they do get the Corki, but still, Stasis is gonna be used to buy enough time. Luna's still flashing out. The knockup is gonna take him down. But is Draw gonna be able to get one more? The knockup onto 2 while waiting for the rest of the members.
Crazy guy.
Here they go. Chain of Corruption as well onto the front line. As Summel falls down. Nigma Galaxy is mad.
The desperation play by KT.RY did get punished, and this time Draw was accurate with his Call of the Forge God, was able to connect onto one member, and immediately the swing back. NGX is in the lead and now has 3 dragons to work with. Scaling wise, you can easily say, right, at this point, even though the gold lead is not there anymore for NGX, with the amount of stats that they were able to get with these 3 dragons, it's almost as if they are really poised to win this game. We look into this replay again, and this is Draw again flashing in that knockup. Very timely from Draw once again. Getting, I believe that Draw is very well practiced on this champion, man. Like, this is one of the newest champions that we have. In fact, it is indeed the newest champion that we have alongside Volibear. But Ornn being used in this way, being used in this fashion, just goes to show that NGX came in this lineup very well prepared.
Fair. Absolutely. 100% agree with you, Autolus. And right now, with the security onto the late game with 3 Dragon Stacks, they're posing right now to secure the Baron as well. They want to bait them out as well. Because they have the Call of the Forge God. That is the scariest thing about the Galaxy. That's why KT.RY is taking their distance apart from Nigma Galaxy. But they want to also draw them into the Elder Dragon, because with that, they can win team fights and they can just nullify that Baron.
Yeah, for sure, right? Like, at this point, since both objectives will be alive, KT.RY can force a decision by NGX if they want to secure just one. But if you're NGX, all you have to do is to land your pokes as Aaron, and once they're so low, or once they are low enough, Call of the Forge God would be initiated by right away by Draw. By the way, at level 13, the last stack of his passive has just been gifted to his teammate. So that's a total of 15 stacks, by the way. For every viewer out there, if you haven't tried Ornn, try it now because it's so fun to play.
And that's making me regret picking the Volibear instead of the Ornn on the event thing. And now, Nigma Galaxy, with this Ornn pick, can have a good access towards this Elder
look at
Dragon fight
Hyde.
right now. They're just waiting for them to be collected, to be grouped up. Hyde as well just want to have
Forge
a
God.
good side engage. That's a good knock-up by Draw once
Wait.
again. Fate Seal not connecting onto anyone, but they managed to get Rotel already. Luna's trying to kite out. Stasis
Hyde
to
is
buy
dead.
some time, but they might actually get Aaron. Never mind, he gets one. It might actually get the Catherine onto the A-Shot.
Man.
Triple kill. Massive team fight by Nigma Galaxy, and they just have the simplest strat right now. Run it down mid.
Yeah, overpowering KT.RY, stats-wise, gold-wise, scaling-wise. Aaron cleans house. NGX, a 3-man squad is here to take game number 1.
And they will secure game number 1. What an explosive way to start the series. The debut of the Ornn here in the Wild Rift League Asia 2023. Definitely an exciting series to watch out for.
Man needs to be banned for sure, right? Like at the competitive level, the value of Ornn just being able to